Hi everyone, welcome to the second part of the Sacral Chakra. This is the meditation. Just find a nice quiet place to settle your body and tune into the center of your head. Just take a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale, release. Letting go of everything that's draining you. Releasing all emotions that are no longer needed. And any energy you've picked up from your environment or anyone else. Releasing it down the grounding cord into the center of the earth. Now I want you to bring your attention to your sacral chakra, the area around your hips and your reproductive organs. And I want you to just create a nice doorway here at the front. And I want you to just open that doorway and effortlessly arrive at a visual that represents the current status of your sacral chakra. What is it here to teach you? What is it showing you in this moment? What are you holding on to in here? What are you ready to let go of? And just take a moment and scan the energy in here. What does it feel like? What memories come to mind? What sensations are running through your body as you tap into this center? You to create a nice organization here in this space. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to create a pile to be burned. These are all things that you're ready to let go of. And as we discover things that are stored here in your sacral chakra that you no longer want to keep or say yes to, and we're going to place them in this pile and use the element of fire to release it. So as you tune into your sacral chakra, I want you to go ahead and bring the top of your crown to a nice orangey red color, like the color of fire. And as you bring your crown to that color, just painting it here above your head effortlessly, notice that you are matching the vibration of your sacral chakra at this time. Take that same burning, beautiful orange-red color and paint that throughout your entire body, allowing it to fill you up completely. Filling you up with the beautiful vibration of sacral healing, the center of your healing powers, your creativity, your intimacy, pleasure, desire. And as we bring our body into the vibration of the sacral chakra, I want you to notice what arises here. Perhaps there's a slight release, a relief flowing through you. Maybe there's some pain or some awareness bringing your attention to the uncomfort that is arising here. All of it is okay. Allow. We are no longer repressing these things. We are opening them up. And as you begin to discover things that are ready to leave, I want you to place them in the burn pile. And before we get really curious, I want you to allow the family line energy to come forward, the genetic imprint that is taking place here in your second chakra. I want you to create 2 bubbles of awareness here, one representing your father's lineage and the other representing your mother's lineage. And just hold them side by side here. Notice any colors or energetic imprints that might be interesting. These are pieces of limitation coming forward. These are not energies that are here to serve you. Your body is intelligent. It's giving you pieces of things here that you've accepted as your own, that you no longer feel obligated to carry with you. I want you to take a look at what's going on in your father's genetic imprint here. Is there any emotional isolation you've taken on from your father's side of the family? Is it safe? Do you feel the permission to release this emotional isolation? And if so, I want you to place that energy in the burn pile and release it now. I want you to ask your father's genetic line if there's any religious programming in here that you're ready to let go of. Any and all religious programming, anything that you wish to keep will simply return right back to you. Sometimes these energies will show up in physical pictures like books and symbols. I want you to place those into the fire. Notice any changes you feel in your body as you do that. I want you to ask your father's genetic imprint if there is any repression here in this energy about being opening up in relationships and with yourself and the world around you, the fear. And I want you to just scoop that right out of your energy field and place it right into that beautiful fire, recycling it into Mother Nature. She will create something new. And I want you to ask your father's genetic line if there's anything left that you need to know. Other pieces of perhaps addiction or issues around creating or abundance. Any issues regarding sexuality and desire. And just allow yourself to release it all here into the fire. And now I want you to tune back into your mother's genetic imprint bubble that we created earlier and just allow yourself to tune into this space. What is your mother's genetic line holding on to, and what has it imprinted within you? Is there any emotional repression? Resistance to healing? religious programming. I want you to ask this genetic line if there's any lack energy residing in here. The complacency, the acceptance of lack. These are energies withholding us from creating abundance that we deserve. You to tune in to your mother's genetic imprint and discover what limitations were here in her energy field about sexuality, the way that she views herself. Is there an allowance for intimacy, for pleasure? And just release everything into the fire. These permissions are changing because you have the willpower to heal yourself. To let go and release any responsibility or obligation to carry this outdated programming into your future. It stops right here, right now. Now I want you to ask this motherline genetic imprint if there's anything else you need to know. How else this may have affected this area. And when that feels nice and complete, I want you to place that entire bubble of your mother's genetic line into the fire, recycling all outdated contracts. Take a nice deep breath in, letting it all go out your mouth. One more time, and this time I want you to allow your body to make a sound on the release. Now I want you to create a third bubble here, and this one represents you as your inner child. We're going to explore and discover what limitations were placed on you in your childhood about your own sexuality, about your creativity, about whether it was okay to desire something, to have, whether it was okay to feel. Maybe people thought that was too much. And any beliefs regarding abundance and money that were placed into your energy field as a child. Just allowing all of that energy to circulate in this bubble in front of you. Notice the color, notice the quality, any sensory awareness that comes with this exploration we're on. Notice any resistance to healing. Maybe it's a lack of permission. Where did you have to dim your power as a child for everyone else's comfort and safety? When did you feel isolated in your childhood? Allow that isolation to fill into this bubble. I want you to ask your child self if your emotional needs were met in your childhood. And if you discover some things that were out of alignment, I want you to place those memories, those energies, taking them out of your physical body and placing them effortlessly into this fire, allowing it to burn, returning all of your power into this space as we create this change right here, right now. Now we're going to give our body a gentle reprogramming. So as we take that childhood bubble and placing it into the fire, we will affirm to our body that by releasing those, you now get to accept the truth that is in present time. That it is okay to feel everything that you're feeling. Remind your body it is beautiful to feel everything. I am strong enough to feel everything. It is safe to feel everything. Notice if any resistance arises, just place that into the fire, pulling it in and out of you, moving that energy so it doesn't take home in your body. Replacing the programming here in your space. I am abundant always. I receive abundance effortlessly now. I am in alignment with all of my true desires in service to myself and thus the entire collective. I have full permission to desire. I am free as a creator being. Creating my abundant and pleasurable life right now. I release all limitation to joys of creativity. It is safe to create whatever I desire. It is safe for me to experience pleasure at all times. I invite this healing into my entire body right now. as you find the peace filling your body with these affirmations, I want you to create a beautiful rose out in front of you that represents your sexuality, the way that you view yourself. And take a scan of that rose as it populates. What color is it? Does it have a smell? Are there any bumps and bruises or edges that stand out and speak to you? Maybe your rose is quite full and blooming. Maybe it's halfway closed. Just notice. And as you notice that stem of the rose, this becomes the rose's grounding cord. And I want you to allow this rose to release everything that is outdated, no longer in present time, beliefs about your sexuality that are not really true. Releasing that energy down into the ground, effortlessly through the stem of the rose. And now I want you to take a nice gold light and just shine it brightly like a giant sun over the top of your rose, filling it up completely, bringing your higher self into this rose, giving yourself a healing here with no limitation. Only you get to define who you really are. And I want you to place the energy of intimacy into this rose. The joy of being intimate with yourself and with others. If any resistance arises, just place it in that burning fire. And I want you to give this rose the joy of creativity, allowing that to fill the entire rose, absorbing this effortlessly. And give our rose the joy of pleasure, the joy of desire, giving our rose the joy of abundance, the joy of connection, the joy of feeling full of our own love, filling ourselves up with the highest frequency of self-love right now. And lastly, I want you to give this rose the joy of feeling sexy, healing old wounds, and before we leave this rose, I want you to give this rose a nice gold ring that you pull from the bottom of the rose like a hula hoop up and over the top. This represents the completion of these updated agreements, these reprogrammed pieces of you that are now in full present time. It is safe to open up. It is safe to express emotion. It is safe to receive money, to receive love, to receive healing. It is safe to be intimate. It is safe to be sexy. It is safe to create. It is safe to desire. It is safe to have transformational healing, uniquely yours. And as we close out this updated rose, I want you to just send it to source energy, allowing it to be encompassed by this beautiful, brilliant, bright light. As your records keeper steps forward and updates your contracts, I want you to notice if there's anyone that comes to mind right now that has shamed you, that has made you feel guilty, made you feel less than, worthless, betrayed. Notice if there's anyone that you felt obligated to heal. People that you've felt responsible for when it wasn't your responsibility. And as these energies and faces and memories arise, I want you to place them in the fire, letting them go. These energies don't need to live in our beautiful sacral center. And I want you to just scan your body here and your sacral from your hips and your sacrum. Is there anything that is repressing me right now that I need to notice in order to release? And if you find anything, just place it in that fire, pulling it out of your body. Now I want you to take this fire and watch it growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Representing the fullness of who you are and your full capability to release everything that is no longer serving you right now. With your willpower, we activate any dormant memories, any dormant healing, any dormant creativity that is stirring within you, that desires to be expressed within. And I want you to allow this fire to return to its place in the cosmos, just allowing it to be encompassed by a beautiful source light. Tuning into our sacral center, I'd like you to place a beautiful orange flower here in this space and just allow it to start out quite small here in the center. And then watch as the petals unfold, getting brilliantly bigger by the second. Setting a new standard for this beautiful, energetic center of your being. Returning all of your power back to you now. Gently allowing this flower to fill you up completely, circling around your sacral center out into your aura, expanding it as wide as you can in your own comfort. How far can you expand this beautiful healing? And now with that same orange color, I'd like you to effortlessly guide the color up the center of your spine, starting from your sacral. Just allow it to move through your solar plexus, filling you up here, moving through the heart, the entire chest cavity, filling you up completely, making its way up to the throat center, all the way through your teeth and your jaw, your sinuses and your eyes, and taking home here in the center of your head this brilliant orange light. I want you to notice for a moment the difference this feels in your body as you bring your sacral healing energy up through your Kundalini centers into the center of your head. Just notice what it feels like to run energy in this way. This is your true natural state. This is what it feels like when all of you is in alignment. And just watch as that energy circulates effortlessly up and down the body, flushing out your system, activating your Kundalini energy. Your sacred natural healing designed just for you. And as you're here in the center of your head, I want you to enjoy the release and the reset of the singing sound bowls and explore on this journey what you intend to create with this new change.